Hello everybody, Tyler here. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to do an analysis on Hino Kagutsuchi. Last Godfest featured Indian 2.0 and I was really hoping for Krishna, Sarasvati, and Vishnu. And beyond the video I released last time, I rolled a few more and actually got Krishna. So I've been focusing on building a team and I'll release more videos with Krishna. I'm very excited because that active of Krishna's intrigues me so greatly. So this analysis will primarily focus on Hino Kagutsuchi's strongest form, the awoken Hino Kagutsuchi. So first we're going to talk about the history, the lore behind Hino Kagutsuchi, and a little bit more of the Japanese lore related to him, and then we'll go and break down each part of the card, awoken Hino Kagutsuchi, and maybe a little trick on how to farm with Hino Kagutsuchi, so stay tuned. In Japanese mythology, when Izanami and Izanagi were born, the gods ordered them to create the land and sea on earth. In order to create the land, Izanami and Izanagi were given a heavenly spear. From the bridge between heaven and earth, they used the spear to create the sea and an island. From this island, they gave birth to 8 children, which became the 8 islands of Japan. They then created many other gods and goddesses. Izanami then burned to death while giving birth to Hino Kagutsuchi, the god of fire. The death of Izanami marked the end of creation and the beginning of death. Izanagi, in his grief, beheaded Kagutsuchi, cut his body into 8 pieces, which became 8 volcanoes. When Izanami died, she began to move to the land of darkness and death. Izanagi followed her to bring her back. By the time he reached her, Izanami told him that she could not leave. Izanagi then lit a torch, saw her rotting corpse, and fled in terror. Izanagi fled and sealed the passage to the land of darkness and death with a huge boulder. It was at this point where Izanami stayed to rule over the dead. After sealing the passage, Izanagi decided to bathe to purify himself, and as he undressed, he created more gods and goddesses. Susanoo came from his nose, Tsukuyomi emerged from his right eye, and Amaterasu appeared from his left eye. Izanagi divided the world among these 3 gods. He gave Susanoo control of the oceans and storms, Tsukuyomi the realm of the night, and Amaterasu the realm of the sun. Hino Kagutsuchi was the first god in Puzzle & Dragons to receive 3 2-pronged attack awakenings. Each 2-pronged attack multiplies damage by 1.5, and with 3 2-pronged attack awakenings together, Kagutsuchi's 2-pronged damage is multiplied by 3.375. In other words, he's a 2-pronged beast. That row enhance means that Kagutsuchi can complement row leaders like Yamato Takeru, but this card will do more damage with 2-pronged attacks. For the orb enhances, the damage calculation is slightly complicated. Not only does it increase your damage by 6% per enhanced orb, but you will also increase your damage by another 5% per awakening if the match had an enhanced orb in it. Just know that if you have 5 or more enhanced orbs, you will always have enhanced orb skyfalls. For Kagutsuchi, this means that he will synergize with other cards that possess the orb enhanced awakening like Krishna, Set, and Urd. Enhanced orbs will further boost that triple 2-pronged attack beyond the 3.375 multiplier. Kagutsuchi's active reduces defense for 1 turn and changes orbs, which makes for an extremely powerful combo to maximize the amount of damage you can do. This active especially works well with enemies with high defense. Extreme King Metal Dragon comes to mind as he appears in some of the stronger dungeons in Puzzle & Dragons. Extreme King Metal Dragon generally has 1.5 million defense, and with Kagutsuchi's defense reduction, you will only need to break through 375,000 defense, which is achievable especially with Kagutsuchi's 2-pronged awakenings. The only other card that combines a defense reduction and an orb change is Minerva. Kagutsuchi has a stronger defense reducing active, but it's slower at 8 turns compared to Minerva's 5. The leader skill is great for farming. As long as you create a match, Kagutsuchi will burn enemies for damage multiplied by his attack power. The damage has no element, but it is however reduced by defense, which means that if the enemy has a higher defense than Kagutsuchi's leader skill, then he will do no damage. On top of this, defense reduction does not seem to work with his leader skill. For example, you cannot use defense reduction on jewel dragons to put the defense threshold below Kagutsuchi's attack. His leader skill will not penetrate the defense. His leader skill is not only helpful now, but it was extremely helpful for the early stages of the game. Kagutsuchi was the second god I ever rolled, and I used him to farm through Tower of Giants for those early ranks. He's always had a reputation for destroying Pengdras, but with his Awoken evolution, he can do much more damage and it allows him to terrorize Starry View Lane. We farm Starry View Lane for those plus eggs. However, for Awoken Kagutsuchi to farm Starry View Lane, you need to give him 33 attack plus eggs. This will allow him to knock out every enemy in one hit up to the boss level. From there, I use a Folklore Lu Bu combo to kill the boss. I don't have any Starry View Lane footage, but I have a similar dungeon that shows you how fast Kagutsuchi can farm. There's actually a trick to the Burning Leader skill. Echidna and Joker possess the same type of leader skill, so this works for them, so hop on your Echidna and try this trick out. You can pick up the orb before the next stage loads. This means you can preemptively place an orb to minimize the waste of time. I'll give you guys a closer look with this skill, so let's see if we can get into my phone here. So if you make a match and you kill the enemy with your leader skill, you can actually pick up another orb just by placing a finger down. You can actually go like diagonal if you wanted, but it reduces the amount of time in between matches. So if I kill it with my passive, I can put an orb in place and that'll reduce the time. I hope I can see it. Hope you can see it through the glare. Pretty cool. So hop on your Echidna, give it a try. It's really sweet. Kagutsuchi's physical type is the same as his mom, Izanami. Probably intentional as they have the same demon next to them. You can play Kagutsuchi with his mom, resulting in a permanent 4 multiplier at the cost of reducing your health by half. Another strong fire and physical card is Goemon. Goemon will soon be able to synergize even further with Hino Kagutsuchi when his Awoken evolution comes to our servers. As for the dragon type, it allows him to synergize with only a few cards, namely Samurai Zayrog and Armored Tyran. While his physical and dragon types certainly help for some teams, Hino Kagutsuchi works well with some solid fire leaders. Here's a list of leaders. We have Nepthys, Set, Awoken Minerva, Ame no Uzume, Krishna, Leyland, and Awoken Shiva when Shiva comes over. Awoken Hino Kagutsuchi, like many other fire cards, lack recovery. He only has 91 recovery, so keep this in mind when you put Kagutsuchi in your team. He'll give you a lot of damage, but for reduced survivability. Overall, Awoken Hino Kagutsuchi is a great card for any account. You can take advantage of that leader skill to farm plus eggs. That's a big plus. But he's also an amazing card for any mono fire team. Hey, that's my analysis on Hino Kagutsuchi. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything I missed with the lore, or if there's anything I missed with the cards, please let me know in the comment section. I'd really like to know more about Awoken Hino Kagutsuchi. But I just want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. And until next time, guys, have fun. See ya.